let's talk about this absolutely ridiculous Kamala Harris video. So I don't know how many people have seen this, okay, but Kamala Harris came out and worked with NASA. And here it is, actually. I have this video on YouTube. I can't play it for you guys because I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for it or whatnot. But NASA came out. They got 9 million subs. Look at this, 19,000 dislikes. Yeah, I disliked it because I don't like being catered to. I don't like being lied to. Pardon me. And this is very obviously a ploy to try to show her being human or something. Or, I don't know, some sort of pander to the young kids to try to think that she's like a motherly figure, because she doesn't have her own kids, right? I don't think she does. But check this out. Child actors hired to meet Kamala Harris for a YouTube video. And that was that video. I do suggest, please go watch it. Okay. By the way, all of the clips or all of the things that I use in my show, I post over on my locals page, so you can go over there and reference anything that I show you guys. I've been doing that for a little while now, so you can go and check out the video. It's on there, posted on my locals page, adamkrugler.locals.com. Anyway, Kamala Harris has been caught red-handed. She was widely mocked online for a video with her school-aged children grinning and apparently thrilled to see her talking about space exploration and NASA. But these were not simply any kids who were hyped about talking to the vice president about space exploration. A new report revealed that they were carefully selected paid child actors who were picked after they submitted a monologue and 3 questions that they would ask a world leader. The YouTube's original series entitled Get Curious with Vice President Harris, how she finds the time to do this kind of stuff, I mean, it actually makes sense because she's not doing any actual governing, is aimed at getting children interested in space and included an appearance by NASA astronaut Shane Kimbrough from the International Space Station. But the children featured in the first installment of the series were child actors, including 13-year-old Trevor Bernardino. In one scene, Harris tells the children that they're going to learn so much, adding that they will literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes. And then this is actually a quote, with your own eyes, and I actually have it sitting right in that segment. You know what, I'll play this one.
Literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes. Oh. With your own eyes, I'm telling you, it is.
She's so fake. It's so bad. It was so hard to watch this. I'm sorry I even had to show you guys what I did show you just then. So the whole time, I knew before I watched this that they were child actors because I heard about it. And when I was watching it, you can hear them give their scripted questions. And then you see Kamala, by the way, you're a horrible actor. Horrible, which is actually Danish for horrible, or Kamala is Danish. Finnish. I think it's Finnish, maybe. Kamala is horrible in Finnish, and it is hilarious because she is a horrible actress. All right, but she's giving these scripted responses. Let's see. The kid actors appeared to be genuinely excited, and Harris seems to be revealing something to them that they didn't already know. The kids are relentlessly jubilant throughout the jubilant. I don't actually know this word. Interesting word here. Let's find out what that means because I have no idea. Zestful, enthusiastic, jubilant, ebullient, boiling or seeming to boil, bubbling. Ah, okay, great. Well, we just learned something. Bernardino. Like a caramel? What the heck does that mean? Caramel? Californian teen? Is that a reference to his color? Why would they add that? What is that doing to this article? Really? Come on. Anyway, a California teen who was one of 5 child actors in the video told KSBW TV that he submitted a monologue and was interviewed for a role in the series. Quote, then after that, like a week later, my agent called me and was like, hey, Trevor, you booked it. The only thing he knew that he was going to Washington, D.C., and it was going to interview someone. Let's see. The most exciting part was definitely meeting Vice President Harris. There's nothing that can top that. Like, honestly, she just sat us down, and she is super charismatic. She's everything I ever thought of her, plus more. She made me feel like one of her peers at the time. I felt super important. I was talking about blah, 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 blah. How much did you get paid to say that in the interview? Child actor. Really? I mean, you think that this kid actually felt that way? Maybe he's from California, who knows? But hey, you got the job. By the way, here's an extra 50 grand if you do interviews and go out and tell everyone how amazing Kamala Harris is and how incredible and exactly as you thought she would be when you met her. Well, I don't believe that to be a true statement. I think that this person was paid to both be the child actor that they are in video with Kamala Harris and also in this interview, because my goodness. And boy, is Kamala Harris being mocked by everyone, and rightfully so, because what has she done? She was tapped as the border czar, and as far as I know, the border is still wide open. People are still pouring through. There's migrants coming from south just coming into the border because no one's stopping them. In fact, they're basically tying the border patrol's hands behind their back. Donald Trump Jr. said, "Just when you thought the most fake human being in the history of the world couldn't get any more phony, there's this." And this is the Daily Mail article talking about it. Oh my gosh. Look at it. She's looking right at the camera too. Like she knows. Look how great this is. I mean, she is so bad. I can't play this for you guys because it's so cringy. But this comes after this whole thing. If you don't remember, here's Biden talking out of his fake White House. They built a studio out of, I think it's across the street from what I've heard. It's not in the White House. Why they're not using the White House? Some speculate that they can skirt the laws that make them have to report on who's showing up to actually talk to him, and it's a public discrepancy thing or transparency thing, I guess more is the right word for it. But I mean, look at this. It's in an auditorium. Here's him meeting with a world leader about green energy. Here's him sitting with a fake rose garden behind him to give the illusion that he's somehow outside or inside from the rose garden. I just don't get it. My goodness. I'm so soy Jesus for Prez. That's hilarious. No. I'm not interested. No way. I'm sick of this fakeness. I'm sick of this gaslighting that people are it's just the norm now, right? I mean, and there's people that are eating this up. They're going along with it. Oh, yeah, there's another, someone just mentioned, Broken Prophet just mentioned the teleprompter, right? There's also rumors that saying that he needs to be uninterrupted. They need to be able to set up a teleprompter system that he can read from, because we all know the dude can't speak on his own. Every single time he's out and about reading, he gaffes the most ridiculous way. I don't think this guy could read without, or could say a full speech without a teleprompter and not mess up. All right. Now, I don't think a lot of people could actually, because it's not easy to speak publicly. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm getting better and better as I go. I was terrible when I first started my show. I couldn't read from an article. I was horrendous at it. But, practice, I've gotten better and better at it. But when you're a politician for 48 years, you think that you would get good at it. Actually, Biden was really good at it. I've seen countless videos of him articulate and to the point, legible. You can hear him, and he articulates the words he was saying. Granted, a lot of them were racist and terrible policies that I didn't agree with at all, but you can understand the point he was trying to drive home. This dude is the president now. What is this? This guy is they're trying to convince us that this man still knows what he's talking about. They're trying to convince us that Kamala somehow has it together. Everything they do is fake. I mean, listening to Jen Psaki trying to explain the things that they do. Well, as you know, this has been disproven. Well, you may know that we're right and you're wrong. So, next question. So fed up with this whole administration. I mean, I can't do anything about it. I could just talk about how terrible they are and that we need to vote them out. 80 million votes. 81 million votes. Sure.